welcome in. This is Julie Max and the Maine Stamper, and look at my pretty bouquet of autumn colored leaves. Aren't these fantastic? I am so excited about how cute these turned out. Now, I don't have as many left here as I once did because this was part of the fun of my recent August stamp camp. So on Saturday the 24th, the Saturday that just went by, I had a really great time hosting a summer stamp camp, and it kind of turned into an end of summer stamp camp more or less because we're a little bit thinking about fall, right? So it was like kind of a little sneak peek into fall. It wasn't too heavily into the fall season. So welcome in. As you're joining me, please say hi. I'd love to know that you can hear and see me and that everything is good, because this night is all about, hi Donna, so good to see you on here. This night is all about a look at the fun, the games, the cards, the projects, everything that just occurred at my summer stamp camp. Now, I haven't shared pictures on Facebook yet, on the social media. Normally I share them right away, and I kind of held back a little bit on purpose because I wanted you to watch this video and hear about the excitement live or via video, because sometimes pictures just don't do all of the justice that it deserves. So we're going to go through everything from the stamp camp, which is really awesome. And I'm also going to share all of the card projects with you. We did 8, we created 8 cards, but there was so much more in the day than just 8 cards. So we're going to talk about all of the things that made up the stamp camp. I was so excited to have out-of-state stampers. Now, this was held in Hermon, Maine. I held it at Lynn Lodge in Hermon because I wanted to have a lot of space for my stampers. I had 19 girls come and stamp with me, and I had one girl who got the to-go kit, and Shelly had to stamp for Bobby, but Bobby got to assemble her own. So we had a really great time. We played 3 games. There was a grand prize raffle as well, and I will talk about that as we go, but I wanted to kind of share with you all of the excitement. Now, I'm also not doing a card class this week. This is just going to be me reviewing all of the good stuff that we did, and then I'm offering you, in lieu of a card kit with your order, you can get the recipe book, which is all 8 of the projects that we created, and I'm going to share more about that as you're checking it out. So let me get over to my workspace. I have a few friends watching, so I'm really excited. Now, if you were at stamp camp, please let me know if you loved it and enjoyed it. As I was saying, I had some out-of-state stampers. I had 3 girls come from New York. Karen can't wait for Christmas stamp camp. That is so exciting. After this one, after Karen, after you see all the fun things we did, just for this one, you're going to be like really excited for Christmas stamp camp. I'm already excited for Christmas stamp camp. So I had 3 New York friends come out. I had a friend from Vermont and a friend from Ohio. So this one drew in the visitors. Summer's a great time to visit Maine, so of course they wanted to come out too and stamp and have fun and then do a little touristing as well. So let me pop over to my workspace. Oh my gosh, hi Lynn from Southern New Jersey, and Donna is really, I know Donna, you're so excited about the Christmas camp too. All right, let me transition you over. I'm going to show you all of the good things that we did, all of the things that kind of go into my camp, so you get an idea of what you might find at the Christmas one. All right, so here we are. We're over here at my workspace, and I want you to see the color theme. So I kind of started with a color theme, and again, it was kind of a peek into autumn. So I really wanted to go with not fully orange, red, yet, you know, the bright colors of autumn, but kind of more subtle. And we started out with these colors. So you can kind of see here the colors on my desk. So everyone got a little gift bag. This was a little gift bag that was on their desk. And it's, of course, it's got candy in it, caramels, chocolates, all the good stuff. And you could definitely reuse this if you didn't want to throw it away. You could pop this element off and pop it onto a card, right? And speaking of cards, everyone got this cute little mini card. It was blank inside, definitely something that they could use. You could definitely cut this in half, use one of these on a card front, and then use this designer paper on another card. So there was really ways you could be clever with it. The envelope is just adorable. Now on the outside, it's just a plain white envelope, but the flap here goes right down in all the way. Really cute paper. I love these colors. So I wanted to incorporate them in my entire theme. Now this is a paper pumpkin kit. You can still get the refills for this. This was the With Love and Gratitude from September. So in this kit, if you wanted to purchase the kit, you're going to have the ability to put these things together. You've got some tear and tape. This is more than one kit in here. I still have leftover elements. There's little boxes. There's the cards and envelopes, the directions. So that's where that came from. So I started out with my good helpers, Elisa and Isabella, made all of these cards and all of these kits for me for all of my stampers. So that was on their space, which is really awesome. And then we have all of the things that kind of went into it as well. So this right here came from punched paper. So we have some cardstock, we have some designer series paper. I die cut these really cute little leaves. And this is what was the magnetic name tag. So I put a magnet on the back so it can be kept as a magnet, like a kind of a keepsake. And let's pretend Amy came to my camp. So Amy would have her name on there. We tucked a little piece of this gingham, this black check gingham ribbon. Let's pretend Linda came, right? So this was kind of what their little tags looked like. As you see my stampers in the pictures after I share them, make sure you're looking at their tags. If they're showing on their shirts, you're going to see who was hanging out with me. So these were all made up of the same paper that pretty much covered our entire camp. So we had some really cute, the designer series paper pens. I always give out these pens. They're really great pens, by the way, to write with, but they also unscrew here because they're refill ink. And we sneak in designer series paper. And when I say we, I'm saying Elisa and Isabella, my good helpers. I give them the paper, they create the pens so that everyone has kind of a matching pen to use and to take home. These are all things they're taking home. Now the swag bag that they got with their card kits. So inside this little bag, again, I used the color theme here. We had Cajun Craze, Copper Clay, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock. So you can see the colors here, and it came from this designer series paper. This is in the annual catalog. So they may have had something with this paper. They may have had something with this paper. They did not have anything with this. This is labels. This kind of comes in the pack. So if you get the pack of paper, you're going to get some labels. This was my favorite paper right here. And again, the back had some pretty things on it. And then there's even more labels. So I used this paper. We created a nice little centerpiece on this bag with some more dies, and we put everyone's personal name on them, so they had their own little bag. And then I got these on Amazon. Now these are not something that I made, but they sure did make the bags cute. So these kind of hung off of the top here, so you can kind of see there was some linen thread that came with them. And depending on what bag you got, you had a different little keepsake, right? I mean, definitely keep these. They're super cute and they worked so well. Do they not work so well with these colors? I was really excited to pull all this together. The bags were probably one of my favorite elements that everyone got at the stamp camp. I just adored the bags this time. So every time I have a stamp camp, of course we have different bags. You have to have different bags. So, okay, I'm just checking. Hi, Patty. Patty's at camp. So I'm just checking to see who's hanging out with me. Now, they also had this recipe book. So I give out a recipe book at my stamp camps. So if you've been to one of them before, you've got the date on here, where it is, because I actually had done one in New York last summer. And then you have all of the card recipes in here. So just a quick peek through here, right? So you got 8 card recipes. You can see there's multiple pictures for each one of these. They were printed out. They got to take these home. You're going to be able to get the card recipe this week as your order special. So my after party, this is my after party week. With your $40 order, you're going to get all 8 of the card recipes in here by email. So you can print them, put them in your own book. A $50 order, you're going to get the recipes, plus you're going to get a surprise card and a surprise embellishment for me. Those will come in the mail, but I'm going to email the PDF. So if you're interested in the cards, they're gorgeous cards. You can pop in an order this week at by the end of August, which is Saturday. My host code this week is H6AXV437. So you're going to be able to get a whole set of these. And I know a lot of times the recipes are like super fantastically fun. So I'm going to be kind of playing with that book a little bit as we go. But let's come back through now and let's talk a little bit more about the fun and games. So we talked about all the things that everyone got at their table. And this is going to be like a downward look here at these leaves that were in 3 different jars. Now this was a game. I love to play games. So you can see here that I've just got some plain glass jars and I've decorated them really sweetly. So there's designer series paper in here. This is retired ribbon. And you can see this little bit of tissue paper because I didn't want anyone to be cheating. I actually put a little circle on the bottom as well because there was no cheating for this one. And the leaves are what went into these jars. So these little leaves on these little sticks. Now I have a few here. Most of them were taken because, well, I had 20 stampers plus, right? So we had a couple of friends take more than one. So these are the leaves. I'm going to be sharing how to make these. in my Thursday newsletter. So this will be another recipe that you can add to that fun little book. I did use this really fantastic punch, but you could definitely use something else if you wanted to. But this is one of the new punches in the catalog, and it created a really great way to connect all of these pieces together with this little punch right here. Now these leaves come from last year's stamp set for fall, one of my favorites, autumn leaves. There are the leaves here, right, and the veins. Those are the two things that I stamped and I sponged. And there are dies that go with this. Now it's not a bundle, you can get them separately, but you can create all of these fun little leafy sticks at home. Now these are really awesome. People were asking me, what are these little sticks that you've got here? So I probably got this either at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. You could probably find them in the kind of like the decorative cake aisles of any kind of store. They're bamboo skewers. There's 100 in here for $2. Now I don't know how long ago I got these, so I can't say that they're still $2. I squirrel away so many different products that I find when I'm out shopping, but they worked perfectly, and of course they're super cute in a little jar, so I'm probably going to have these at work on my desk for a while because they're really fun and pretty. Now you might be looking at the bottom of these, hopefully you can see the bottoms, and you might see that there's black on some of them and then there's not black on some of them, right? So this was part of the game, and everyone got to pick a leaf, and whatever leaf they picked, they took home. Like they got to keep it, which is really kind of sweet, right? Another little keepsake. This was part of my Trash or Treasure game. So I love Trash or Treasure. It's one of my favorite games that I play with my stampers. So if you picked one that had a black tip, you had to pick an item from the trash bag. And if you picked an item that didn't have the black on it, you got to pick something from the treasure box. Now let me tell you, the treasure box could have been a stamp pad, some Stampin' Blends, it could have been dimensionals, it could have been all kinds of good things, right? Things that you would want, right? Treasure. The trash is also just as fun. I just had a regular plastic bag on the floor in a box. And what the trash is for me is it's used, retired embellishments. So it's not a full pack. It's a little bit of ribbon left on a spool. It's dinged up embossing folders that I'm I don't want them anymore. So trash is usually something that's already used, but there's still use to it. So the reality is my stampers always say, well, it's not really trash because of course you can still use it, but it is a lot of fun to watch everyone play Trash or Treasure. So that was one of our games. So we're going to talk about games. Oh, and this was a little token. So this was a token to play Trash or Treasure so that I knew everyone would play it once. We also played musical stamps. So I took some wood blocks. I had 3 of them, and we started in 3 different areas, and we tried to figure this out. Sometimes it takes us a minute to figure out the rhythm here. But we played some music, and we passed this along, and whoever was holding the 3 blocks, the 3 different wooden blocks, at the end of musical stamps, when the music stopped, each got an ephemera pack. So those were like a $9 value. So I gave away 3 of those with musical stamps. The other one, this one was a lot of fun because Isabella really got to help with odd and even. So they each had a token, and there was an E and there's an O on this little token. So it's just a circle punch stamped with E and O in bright orange because I wanted everyone to put them on their workspace so that we could see them. And at home, I'm going to roll this dice. This is a fun little dice game. We're going to have you choose right now, odd or even. I just want to see if you're going to win, and then I'm going to tell you what you're winning. So this is just for fun, but everyone would pick odd or even. They would lay it face up. So while you guys are picking odd and even, I'm just going to check through comments here really quickly and see if you're really playing along, or if you're just playing in your head. That's okay too. So odd or even, those were your choices. Pick one, odd or even. Donna's going with even. All right, Donna, here we go. So Isabella would roll the dice, and if it was even, which this case it's not, Isabella's not here, but if it matched, let's pretend it matched. I'm going to change it to odd, right? So if it was odd, the person would get to go over to my handmade card bin. So all kinds of cards. I have so many cards that I've made that haven't gone anywhere yet. And they got to pick the number that came up on the dice. Now I want to tell you right now that Isabella rolled out of 5 tables. She rolled 3 6s. So every table that got even and had a 6 got to pick out 6 handmade cards to go, like for free. So this was a really fun game to, kind of a 50-50 chance. And again, lots of 6s. I think there was a 3, and I can't remember what the other table was, but no one got 1. So no one got just 1 card, or maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. It was Saturday. That was days ago, right? But those were some of our fun games because I really, really love to play games. Now, So we sang happy birthday to Lori. Lori had a special birthday. She turned 81 on her stamping day. So that was a lot of fun. And I asked all the girls to bring her birthday card. So we snuck in some birthday cards. We surprised her with cards. I asked them to bring, I told them Lori loved purple. So Lori wanted me to say thank you to everyone that she's not personally friends with on Facebook for bringing a card for her birthday. You guys made her day. We made her a cake. We sang to her. She blew out candles. It was so much fun. So that was part of our fun as well. And we're looking for more friends with birthdays because we had so much fun celebrating a birthday. If your birthday month falls on a stamp camp, I need to know these things. All right, so let's talk about our cards now. We're going to go right into our cards, and we're going to start with our first card recipe, which happens to be the Country Flowers Happy Birthday card. So you're getting some pictures of the card here and all the dimensionals and all all the products that went into it. But this is basically the Country Flowers stamp set. It is a bundle. My insides are not glued down. That kind of sounds funny, but my insides are not glued down. I tucked them in here. When I do my stamp camps, I have these clear sleeves. So I have them in here just like this, in a clear sleeve, clipped to the bin so that my stampers can look at the front of the card, and then they can flip this over and they can look to see how I decorated the inside. So at stamp camps, we do actually stop and create the insides. My stampers like to do the envelopes. So I haven't glued them in here, but I did take them out of the sleeves because they're glaringly they glare too much in the light here. So this is our we made this into happy birthday card. Sometimes I'll have different sentiments in the same bucket, so maybe you can choose different sentiments. This one's actually my favorite. I love this card. I love the colors of it. We've got Pool Party and Petal Pink. A lot of our cards we did coloring with the blends. We've got the butterfly embellishments here. Super simple card. While everyone was ignoring the directions, now the directions are great to take home because maybe you want all of the measurements here and how to make this. And then maybe you want a list of things at home, like what do I need to make it? No one reads the directions. Can I just say no one reads directions? And that's okay. I've been to stamp camps and I never read directions either. So everyone kind of missed the fact that you were going to wrap this linen thread twice around this petal pink section before you glued it to the card base. Right? And everyone glued it down and then looked at it and went, oh, oops. So I just had everyone make bows, put it on the side. It turned out really sweetly, right? And then on the inside, we also stamped. So we've got some continuity here. If you look at the outside and the inside. So we did a little bit more with the flowers. Really pretty birthday card. This was my favorite. I absolutely love this one. Now I'm not sharing the dies with you right now. They are all in the catalog. So Kathy's here and she says, of course I had a wonderful time, jet lag and all. Kathy was just coming back from Ireland. Kathy got 6 cards. That is so awesome. I'm glad you had so much fun, Kathy. I'm just like so excited that you were there. All right, card recipe number 2. Now these are in no particular order. Attention shoppers. But I wanted to kind of follow along my recipe book so you know there's a recipe for each of these cards. Attention shoppers, I think this is a really fun stamp set. Now it's got a shopping cart with the little wheels down here. We've got shopping is always a good idea. Treat yourself. Happy birthday, thanks, just for you. So some really generic sentiments for all of your gift giving occasions. You've got a plant, a wine bottle, a birthday cake, a bouquet of flowers, and then a gift bag. So this was our purple themed card. This was Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. We used the Eyelet embossing folder here. Some Designer Series paper from the Simply Zinnia pack. We've got deckled rectangles. We've got 2 punches here. This is a 2-inch and a 1 3/4. Again, that beautiful checker ribbon. I love the black and white ribbon. We made a little shopping cart and we colored the bags and the plants, stuck them inside. So you can kind of see here there's a lot of product that go into each card. This is on the inside. It says treat yourself. And I just had a little flower pot here with the little greens kind of carrying through. And there were a couple of different coloring options here as well. I pulled in some pink in case people wanted to add a little bit of pink to this one. So this was just a really fun, sweet card. I really enjoyed making this. Now I should point out, many of these cards tonight are not my original ideas. I copied and edited several other demonstrators' cards that I really loved. And this is one of them that I copied almost to a T, but not quite. I think the circles were my idea. But so you may see some of these cards, and if you follow other stamping demonstrators, you might be like, yeah, I've seen that similar card before. It's because we all share, and then we just kind of reuse the ideas and change them up a little bit. So that was Attention Shoppers. Okay, so what is our recipe number 3? Just kind of a peek in here. Recipe number 3, I'm trying to do them in order so I don't skip any. Oh, the Loads of Happiness card. This one, oh my gosh, I love this one too. Actually, I probably love most of them, so you're going to hear that from me a lot. This one, actually, we used 2 stamp set. We used Filled with Fun, which has the wagon, and it has presents and flowers and a banner and balloons. And this also is going to coordinate with the online stamp set, and there's a snowman in here. There's snowmen. I just know that there's snowmen and things in that stamp set. I don't have it out right now. And then we used Rustic Crate. This is a bundle. This was a bundle last fall. Now it's currently available as a single stamp set and dies as well. But these, this little right here, this pumpkin, sunflower, or however you wanted to color them, right, and the corn, all fit into the wagon. So as you can see here, right, they fit into the wagon really cutely. Of course, I needed to bring pink in. I wasn't ready to be full fall, so I brought in pink with the Cajun Craze. We have a Leaf Fall 3D embossing folder here. We created a little 3D wagon for that to sit in. We've got some pink embellishments, really super cute. And then on the inside, we did Sending Loads of Happiness with more coloring, right? So we kind of brought that pink, orange, and yellow kind of to life on the inside as well. So this was a really fun. This one was very popular. A lot of my stampers really liked the colors here, and some of them chose different colors on their flowers, which were even more beautiful than mine. Now, I am not the most perfect organized coloring guru. I usually kind of choose quickly and go fast and just color to be done, but some of my stamping friends color so beautifully. I really should probably have taken pictures of their cards rather than mine, because theirs were gorgeous. All right, so if you like to color, this probably is your class. More than donuts. We're going to talk about the donut card now. Now, again, a little bit of pink because I love the pink. And this is actually going to be a sneak peek into brand new products. So this is going to be in the new catalog that starts next week. It's called More Than Autumn for a really good reason, because not only autumn, but pretty much year round, technically. Now we have a lot of words and sentiments up here that are going to be great for autumn and Christmas time, winter time. But I mean, you can have pie any time of year. You can have donuts any time of the year. You can have a frothy, this could be ice cream, right? You could kind of turn this into a milkshake. You've got a straw. You've got straws here. You've got the cinnamon stick. Gingerbread man. You've got a little apple and pumpkin here. Of course, the donut, which we've used on our card. We're going to talk about the donut card here in a second. Marshmallows and sprinkles. And then we've got all kinds of words. We've got nothing's better than, grateful it's finally. And then, of course, you're going to fill in with bigger words down here. Love you more than. These are the smaller words at the top. You had me at donuts. That's what we have here. You had me at donuts. Except maybe you. This calls for to my. Hello is the best. And then we've got pumpkin, donuts, hot cocoa, season, fall, apple, autumn, eggnog, peppermint, cider, pie, and spice. We've got you are the, and then we have and. So there's lots of different ways you can create some cute sentiments with just the stamps on this one, right? And then there are dies. Of course they're dies, right? We die cut our little donuts. There's a donut die. There's a die that's going to cut out your little cup here, whether it's your cocoa or your pumpkin spice. We have, what else do we have? Oh, we have words. I wanted to point out that there's word dies here. Words that are going to die cut: cocoa, peppermint, apple, spice, seasons, nothing's better than, hot. This must say something over here. Latte and coffee. There's a little latte and coffee here. There's a little leaf, so you can die cut some of these different things. But this has words that you can die cut, which is really awesome. This is going to again be in the fall mini, which you can order from starting next week. We used it a little bit differently from fall and a little bit differently from Christmas, right? We went really pink with this one. And again, this is a cased card, so I definitely shared this idea from another stamper. And we've got this silver foil here behind here. We die cut that with a Spotlight on Nature dies. We colored our donuts in, well, of course the white one you barely had to color, so that's probably a really easy one. Pink and chocolate frosting. So fun fact, one of my stampers said she knew someone that was retiring from the police force and she was going to give them some retirement card. And I suggested she put a Dunkin' Donuts gift card on the inside because I thought that would be great. She also thought that was a really cute idea. So this was just our You Had Me at Donuts card. This one was really fun. This gingham check paper is from the Lily Pond Lane 6x6 designer series paper. So when you flip over those designer papers that you're not sure you would ever use, you usually have a really great pattern on the back side that works out perfectly for something. Hi, Linda. Welcome in. We're going over our cards from the stamp camp on Saturday. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on. I think we're doing Enduring Beauty next. So we're halfway through already. I hope you guys are enjoying these cards. Enduring Beauty. This was a look at the masks. So a few weeks ago, I did the Frosted Forest card class, and it had masks. Actually, the masks for this set are still in my bathroom waiting to be cleaned because I got to tell you, it's a whirlwind. This whole event is a whirlwind, and by Sunday, I'm exhausted, and I don't do nearly as much as I should. So I still have some cleanup to do. But this is Enduring Beauty, another one that has the stamp set, the dies, and the masks. So we did use some masks. So all of this coloring right here on these flowers, this is all from laying a mask down and blending on our ink. And it was the easiest coloring that anyone did. And it looked so beautiful. It actually looks like you're die cutting designer series paper. We used the leaf, sorry, this is the Fern 3D emboss folder behind here. A little bit of designer series paper. This was Lemon Lolly. For those that had it, I did run out and substituted in more. And the pack that I substituted it from, actually, let me grab this real quick if I can find it, because somebody had asked me about it. They said, what was that paper? And I said, you know what? It's on the tip of my tongue. And if I could find it, I would show it to you. So here it is. It is the Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. So this is still an online paper. It came out a year ago or so. And you can see here that some of these colors work really nicely. So I did have to play, this one I think I might have die cut or stamped or cut out. I cut out some strips of different paper to pick up the colors that were in the card. So some of my stampers actually had some of this paper. So I know, Jody, you were asking me about that. This is from the Hello Irresistible Designer Series pack. It's 161139 for the order number in case anyone's interested. So I did substitute in because, man, I went through Lemon Lolly really quickly. We did the swooshy with the ribbon. This is a beautiful ribbon. This die right here cut out this piece. And this die right here cut out our label. So we really had everything we needed. There was not a lot to do for this card. It's simple, but it's so gorgeous. And I want to say so gorgeous because the masks just made it super fantastic. Now I did have, I had this on the back so people could see it. Obviously my stampers stamped it right here because they had a white inside to stamp on. But we did Holding You Close in My Heart. Love Endures All Things was on the outside. We've got It's Always Been You Mean So Much to So Many, and Embrace the Beauty of You. So lots of beautiful sentiments right here. And then I just took this big stamp right here, and I just took an edge of it. I'm going to pull this off of here real quick. Photopolymer stamps, right? And we stamped this up in green, and we just stamped the edge of it here on the inside, because we stamped this in Mossy Meadow as well. So the outline of this is Mossy Meadow because we're just blending other colors in. So we just stamped this. People stamped their envelope flaps. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous on an envelope flap, if you're ever wondering. So I'm gonna just line this back up. I put this plastic with some of the stamps in here, lines back up so I can see where all of these are gonna go. And then I'm gonna put this with the flat side back down right over top of the area that would indicate it would belong. And then I'm going to use this little clear plastic and keep this on here. That keeps things from getting fuzzy and dirty and what have you, even in the case. So I still use those just as they come. So that is Enduring Beauty. Really gorgeous card. I wanted to share that with you. Now this is not a bundle, but there is another floral bundle with the masks in the annual catalog. The Frosted Forest bundle with masks is an online exclusive. This one you can purchase separately, so you'd have to purchase stamp set, dies, and masks separately. But I really, really, really love this one, so I had to use that one. So that is that card. We're coming down here. We're getting going here. Okay, I'm just checking to see who's still hanging out with me. All right, let's go back to the recipe book. This recipe book will be yours with your order this week. That is my order special. Country Birdhouse card. So here's our Country Birdhouse card. And this one is really cute. This one relied a lot on dies. There was a lot of dies that went into this one, so you can kind of see there's not much for stamping other than the little bird and a little bit of this we used on the inside. Let me see. Oh, this was a 10-fold. Look at that. We did Hello Friend, which this font is really great. We actually used fonts and stamps from this stamp set in another card. But we did the little birdie. We stamped him twice on boho blue and edged him with Misty Moonlight. So you can see him here. This is a die cut that's been stamped and glued on the inside with this little scattery stamp here. Really cute on the inside. Now the outside, we took advantage of the Country Lace and Country Woods Designer Series paper. Lots of grays in here and browns. This birdhouse is actually white, and then we sponged some beige and some espresso on it. So it kind of darkened it down a little bit. We put espresso behind the little cutout holes for the birdhouse. Really cute. We splashed in some flowers, and it just turned out really sweet. So you can see here when you turn it, you know, we continue the fun decorating on the inside of our cards. So we've got the hello friend for that one. So that one was really fun. I think a lot of people really enjoyed the birdhouse card. So that was a good one. And then I think there's only a couple more cards I'm going to share with you. Whoa, the day went fast. Loveliest Tree card. This one was the favorite of quite a few people. Again, we used 2 different stamp sets on this one. Loveliest Tree is a bundle in the annual catalog. There's not a lot to it. It's a tree, a leaf, and 4 simple sentiments. Congratulations, happy birthday, thank you, and sending heartfelt sympathy. So it's really great for so many occasions, right? Trees. Also great for masculine cards. These 2 stamp sets happen to be the cling red rubber. So you've got the red rubber on there, which means that they're perfect if you want to create a tree that's multicolored for fall. You can grab your markers or your blender, your little daubers, right? So your little daubers, you daub on the ink. It's just so much easier on these particular stamps. So you just daub on different colors of ink, or you can color them sideways with your markers. So if you take your markers, I'm going to grab one right here. You'll use the brush end right here, and you would just color in a little bit of pink, a little bit of orange, yellow, whatever colors you want if you want a multicolored tree. And then you're going to just moisten it with your breath, and you're going to stamp it, and it's going to be really lovely, really beautiful. So that's Loveliest Tree. It's not a very expensive bundle. I think this bundle is under $40. And then Textured Timber is an online exclusive stamp, and I felt like this was perfect to work with this card. Now you're wondering, like, where are we working all these stamps in, Julie? So we've got the happy birthday one. I did use the greetings of the season dies. So we've got a little hole here that we could put some little thread through, which is cute. We did this tree is in a very non-traditional color, right? No one knows of a blue tree, but it worked really well with these colors. This is the fun fold. And here's on the inside, we did the little leaf. So you can see here, this little leaf has 3 leaves on it. So I stamped it multiple times. And then I stamped this one right here, kind of this birch looking color. We stamped it down onto the edge of this. And of course you could put another sentiment in here if you wanted to, but this is meant to fold this way. Now this is meant to be a hot dog cut. So you start with 4 1/4 by 11, and you score it in half, you trim some off. So unfortunately, when we got to camp, I realized I cut these as a hamburger cut. So we had to do a little bit of creativity to get the card to work. Everyone's card was a little bit shorter here on this flap by the time we trimmed it down, but it still looked really cute. Now the recipe in this book has it correct, so you'll be able to create this at home and make this just absolutely perfect. We did use the Timber 3D embossing folder on the white here, so I love the white with the wood. I think those are really classic looks. And this is just a really fun and easy fun fold. So the thing to remember is when you have this piece right here, you're going to kind of put it on backwards, right? Normally we're opening our card this way. This piece right here opens backwards. So you want to glue down this part and have the flap come back like this. So that's the trickiest part of this, but it's very lovely card. Kathy's saying she added happy birthday under the saying inside. Nice. All right, I think we're down to our last card here from camp. This is going to be our grand finale, Pumpkin Hugs. This one was really stinking cute. And I want to share with you, we have a couple of things going on for this card. So then there was some I like the alternate ideas that some of my stampers came up with. So we used the Hearts and Hugs, this little hamster or gerbil or whatever you want to call this chunky little guy right here. So this is our stamp. And then we took advantage of this ghost and pumpkin stamp right here. And we did a little fussy cutting. So we stamped our little hamster slash gerbil, right? Colored him in. He's really cute. Then we stamped this on paper and we fussy cut out the top. So the top and the bottom here of the pumpkin fit perfectly over our little critter. And now this is not my idea. I've seen it a couple different times from different demonstrators, but how cute is it? I absolutely love it. I put this guy on a little postage stamp. So he's on a postage stamp die. We've got some orange paper. This is actually from the Zinnia embossing paper, Simply Zinnia. I should say Simply Zinnia designer paper. So this pattern is in there, but doesn't it look kind of fallish? Like perfect for fall. It's got the orange and yellow. And then we have pecan pie. I've got that really fun swirly dot embossing folder on there. On the inside, we just followed through from this stamp set. We've got a couple of pumpkins. The Hello Friend came from Greetings. I think they're Everyday Greetings. That one came from there. So we just kind of put that on there. Now, for people that didn't want to do the critter, the critter's really cute. I want you to know that this little ghost right here also fit perfectly on this little postage stamp. This is perennial postage die. So they just stamped this on and put this on, and then they had a card that just had the ghost and the pumpkin. So you can take this idea and put other things on there. And I feel like most of these cute little critters will work on this postage stamp. So if you like this idea for some cute Halloween cards, that could be the thing. But that was our that's our grand finale. Card number 8 is all in the books here. So those were all the cards that we made. So once again, August stamp camp, we're doing kind of an after party here. So your $40 order, you're going to get the 8 card recipes by mail. So you're basically getting all of these recipes, all of the cards I just showed you. I'll be sharing pictures of them as well. But if you want to know the dimensions, the directions, the products, all of the things, you're going to get these by email. So I'm going to email those to you. $50 order, you're going to get the emailed recipes that you can print out and put in a book just like this. You're also going to get on Thursday, if you're on my newsletter list, you're going to get this recipe. I'm going to make this up in a recipe. I'm going to show you how I made these, my tips on making them, and I'm also going to show you all of my color combinations. Now, not all of them are here. I had purple. I did 2 versions of purple. I did 6 of those, and of course those were gone. I have a lot of stampers that love purple. The purple ones are gone. The green ones were gone. I did some really pretty red ones. So they're not all here, but in the tutorial on Thursday, I'm going to share all my color combinations. So I'm going to show you what cardstock I used, what I stamped, how I blended, so that you can make these really cute leaves at home. So you can get that recipe into your little booklet too. Host code this week is H6AXV437. This offer is good through Saturday, August 31st. So we have all of that good stuff going on. And I'm going to try to get back over here to me. I think I'm on me. There we go. I think I'm on me. My dog is in here laying on my microphone cord, so that's always fun. So yeah, I just wanted to cover all of the good stuff that we had. So we did, Melissa says it's a cute, happy squirrel. That's a good one. I haven't heard it called a squirrel yet. So again, we had all the good stuff. Everyone came in. They had lots of good things. We played the games. We sang happy birthday to Lori. Lori says thank you. We had food. We always have food, right? There's lots of food there. And then we did a grand prize drawing. So for the grand prize drawing, I gave away a clear bundle of the clear blocks. So all of the clear blocks that Stampin' Up! Sells. So all of these clear blocks, they came in a bundle, brand new, right? All of these beautiful clear blocks, which is like a $60 value. That's like $60 before shipping and tax. I gave that away, and that went to Bonnie. Bonnie won the clear block bundle. So Bonnie got that in a really cute collector Stampin' Up! Bag. And I also had, at my event, we did fill a bag. So I had 2 options, a $15 and a $25 bag that you could fill with retired product, and that was a really big hit. I always have DSP for sale. I always have kits for sale. So we did a whole bunch of different things like that. So it was a really, really busy day. We started at 9:30. I had some really great helpers, and I want to say thank you to all of you that came early and helped me set up, put together booklets, because I go into these events with all the pages and none of it's punched and in a book yet. And put all the work into it. Elisa and Isabella really helped me out a lot. I had so many people help me clean up at the end. We were there till probably like 5:30. So it was a really long day. It was a great day. It's always a lot of fun. I, in typical Julie fashion, pulled an all-nighter Friday to finish getting ready for it. So I had 0 sleep Friday night going into it, had a blast Saturday, and then crashed. And I slept a lot yesterday, and I'm still kind of recovering from all of the fun. I mean, it really is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's more fun really than work. And I really enjoyed having people come from so far away to hang out and stamp with me too. So my next stamp camp is going to be October 26th. It is the Saturday before Halloween week. and it is same place, Lynn Lounge in Hermon, and I'll be advertising for it soon. I'll have an early bird sign up, and then I'll have another sign up. If you missed early bird, there's still going to be time to sign up for that. I'm working on some of the details now because I really need to not pull all-nighters. That's my plan. My plan is I'm not going to pull an all-nighter. I'm going to be prepared, and the Christmas one is going to be a lot of fun because I really love Christmas. So thanks for hanging out. I would love to know which of these cards is your favorite if you have one. I'm pretty sure that Melissa's going to say that she likes the squirrel card the best. So we had a lot of fun. Check out the cards. Let me know which one you love, and plan to come to the Christmas camp. I think this one, I have to cap it at like 30 people. So make sure you squeak in before other people sign up. And that's what I got for you. So if you're interested in getting the card recipes this week, make sure you put in an order with the host code. And also don't forget, this is the last week for the Designer Series paper sale, 15% off. It's the last week to use your bonus coupons that you earned in July. So don't wait until the very end because Stampin' Up! Support is closed on Saturday. So I would recommend you order by Friday before 8 o'clock p.m. because that way if we need help with Stampin' Up!, they can get your codes in and then you won't lose out on them. We don't want you to lose them. After the 31st, they're like pumpkins and they go away. They're no good any longer. If you guys have questions on the codes, let me know. Thanks, Jess. She loves the blue tree card. I love that one too. It turned out really, really nicely. So, all right, thanks for hanging out. I will come back through and I will read more of your comments. I'm really excited to see what you thought of my stamp camp. This is obviously a shorter video because I didn't do any real demonstrations. I just kind of talked to you about the demonstrations, the cards that we made, and the fun that we had. So I'm going to leave it at that. I've got some catch up to do. I'm still unpacking from camp. Thank you guys for checking this out. Make sure you come to my next stamp camp. They are always so much fun. All right, everybody. Thank you again. Stay inspired, create something beautiful, and share the love. Bye.